I just got, this is one of the gifts that was just sent to me from my friend Cindy in Menifee, California. She's my hairdresser and my friend. And she sent me this bracelet. And it's so funny, her husband calls me Diablo. It's an inside joke. And it's made from, it's called Diablo Boho. I think, Diablo Boho, let me find it. Oh my God. Cape Diablo. And this is a boho bandana around my neck. Everyone knows I hate wearing masks. So if I have to wear one, I'll wear one like this. And it's nice and soft and snuggly. And then I was just saying this morning, I wish I had a blanket to wrap around me in my chair while I did my work. And I have that too, and it's sacred geometry. Anyway, I'm doing the reveal, okay, from yesterday. Bea's out here with me too, and she's wearing her new sweater. And she's very beautiful, but she can't go too far. No. And she's got her new halter. Oh, and she's kind of knocking shiz over. Okay. I can't really trust her when the other dogs go by, so I gotta put her in that. Okay, so this is what I've decided to do. I decided to do it live, and I'm not going to, well, I don't know how much of it will intuitively come from me, from spirit, or how much of it I'll just allow the cards, because I decided it's a pick a card, right? It's pick a card. So there's something in that card message that you need to see, and you chose a certain card. Well, you chose an item. So you're supposed to get the message in that item. So I don't recall what the items were at this time, but you'll remember the, oh. Okay, I'll just do 1, 2, and 3 right now. And I'll start with the one that's on top. And one of the items, I'm gonna have to make a choice. So I guess we are doing this live. Something has changed overnight, Spirit said, so the message is altered. Ooh, it's that one. I knew that. I knew that. I absolutely freaking knew it. I heard it before. When I picked this card up, I said the Guardians. I knew it. Wow. I knew it. Something had changed and shifted. The message before, I'll tell you what it was. The message before, there were 2 messages. And one was the elder, and it's talking about heeding wise counsel. An elder is teaching you. And the other one is grandmother magic, and I comfort you. One of them was about learning the lesson. Learn the lesson. So there's a grandmother that's comforting someone, an elder that's trying to teach them. I can't help but think of Simba at this time, the one that watched Simba, the one that worked with him and looked over him. I know this is a dragon, but can you see the resemblance between the look on the face of the baboon and the one who comforted Simba? And the grandmother is the ancient one, watching over. Grandmother in spirit, ancient one, watching over. But the guardians are the ones. Okay, so those are the 3. So we're gonna start with the dreamer. And this deck, if you chose the card that looked like this, here's your message, the dreamer. It talks about visions, being in a trance, apparitions. It talks about gifts. And I'm gonna read to you the message because I don't wanna miss anything in this, okay? Now, I get visions all the time. I see things ahead of time and I don't quite know. It's kind of like the universe is winking at me. Here we go. Remember that? I just showed you that 2 seconds ago. Remember that? You said it was the Guardian and you were right. We did, we changed our mind. The emphasis needs to be on that. Okay, so the dreamer. You have pure magic. Look at the card, first of all. Look at the picture. I want you to look at that and then I'll flip it over. You have pure magic flowing through you in the form of visions, dreams, and trance-like moments. Have you ever done that where you're just kind of like all of a sudden you fade off? It's a trance you're going into. You are visually psychic and all the world is full of messages being relayed to you, both through the medium of physical sight and through the eyes of spirit. The cats always represent spirit. They are spirit guardians. They're my spirit guides. That's why they're there. You're adept at reading patterns within nature. Like if I take a picture of this tree, I'll see a message in it. I'll see a face or a shape. Or if you see, you can see faces in rocks. I see faces in rocks. You see visions in the clouds, right? You know this about yourself. You do this almost it's second nature to you. It's like I've said for myself, I'm a human divining rod. My body knows where there's water. I'm a mermaid. I come from that, and my body goes to wherever it is. So this is talking about you will scry without even meaning to. You look into every face knowing the story that it's silently sharing. One glance gives you information about the person or place that you are with or within, and your skill is an ancient one, revered through the ages. You may find yourself gazing intently at other people's faces and picking up information, being able to read expressions, seeing shapes and patterns and fate within the forms that tea leaves take at the bottom of a cup, reading signs in clouds, or simply knowing what will happen before you open your physical eyes, because you can see what it is that's about to happen. Here goes the puppy again, but the puppy's on a leash this time, and so is Bay. So that's what happens to me, right? I'll see, and my friend, Tammy, she said, I'll show her something. She goes, I saw that. I saw those hands and those gloves right before I woke up. So that's what's happening. So why is this happening? Because your eyes are very important. Now, this is another message. I have, my vision was taken when I went to Wisconsin on my spiritual journey. It was taken overnight. Like literally overnight. And people will say, oh, Sherry, it's just that, time of life when your eyes start going. No, it happened overnight. They were taken. And I know that because Spirit asked me to do something that I didn't want to do. It was very difficult for me. And when I did it, I was given my vision back perfectly crystal clear for 1 hour. So I have to wear contacts. Right now I'm wearing contacts. And otherwise I have glasses that I wear at night or in the morning when I get up, or if I have to write down my dreams. And my glasses frames broke. I have another pair, unfortunately, but I've got to go up to Flagstaff to pick up or have them switch the lenses into these frames. So my mind has been on my vision and that, I'm down to one contact. So I feel like I'm getting prepared. I need to get contacts. I need to have a good size amount of them, and I need to get my glasses repaired. So I have them available. So what this is telling you right now is that your eyes at this time are immensely important, so on. On a mundane level, please be sure to have an eye check and look after your vision. Well, that was one of the things that came in for me. It said your vision, when I went, the place that has my contacts, it's called America's Best, and the emblem they have is an owl, the great horned owl, which is me. The owl is one of my major totems. Snowy owl is my twins. And they said on the front of the card, it just came in the mail. Just so happened, I was knowing, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to get this done. Oh, the frame broke, I've got to get this fixed. I'm running out of contacts. And then I get a thing in the mail from them saying, you have a free eye exam. So that's telling me, look, how many clear messages have you gotten? You need to go to Flagstaff today and get this taken care of. So right now, they're telling you have an eye check, look after your vision. You're very sensitive at this time, so it might be time to change your environment, your appearance, or the appearance of where you spend much of your time, so that it better offers you the energy with which you wish to go forward. So, like right now, I thought, well, should I do the reading in the house? And I thought, no, I need to get outside. Bea wants to be outside, and so I'm changing the place where I'm doing my readings. I've taken myself off of Facebook Messenger. I've got too much private information that's being taken. I don't feel safe there, so I'm on another app that I use, and I feel safer there. It's smaller, and I'm in control of it, and I've got spiritual people that have watched it and they've gone over it, and they're good with it too. So that's a place that I'm going to a different place, right? This is the different environment where you choose to spend your time so that it offers better energy, because it's toxic there. I've got a lot of stalkers. There's one that just keeps coming back again and again and again, and came back again this morning. Doesn't matter how many times I block them, they keep coming back. So I remove myself then from it, right? I'll remove myself from it. So right now, Spirit's saying also, where you're at, it may not be the best environment for you. It may be time to go to a different environment where you feel more at peace and centered, and where you're more with your tribe. I'm getting prickles on that. When you're more with your spiritual tribe. So this is also a message about trusting the visions that you get. Okay, well, what was the point of me seeing those hands and those gloves, might Tammy think? Because you're being shown the future before it happens. They're getting you to the point where you feel comfortable seeing the future before it happens. I've seen 7 years in advance, and it's playing out right now in my life. And at first I didn't even know what I was seeing, and somebody I was shown, and this is a message that needs to come out right now. I saw the life of a person For 6 years, I followed. I knew what happened to their mother. I knew what happened to their stepfather. I knew what happened in their business. I knew what happened in their private life. I knew that they were being followed by the military because they were used there's different groups. They take the children from the reservation. They take the children and they do things with their mind, and they wipe your mind. There's all kinds of crap. And he's been followed, and I've watched it all happen. And so when I met this person, I knew that I had a connection to this person. Now, did that mean that that person was my soulmate? Now, it was a soulmate. A soulmate doesn't have to be a lover. A soulmate is someone that you have a connection with. There's a lesson, right? So that person came into my life, and I welcomed them into my life, not as a lover, not as a boyfriend, but as a tribe member. That person was meant to be here. That person was meant to come to Sedona and needed help. I extended help, and I helped this person. It didn't go well. It ended quickly after 5 days. I got the person a job, with Spirit's help, of course. I got him a job with a friend of mine. And then I ran into the friend last night, and he says, "How's it going there?" And I said, "He's not with me. He's not staying there." And he's, I hope he's doing a good job. And he said, "Yes." And I said, I was hoping that I hadn't got you involved with somebody that, wasn't going to do a good job. And he goes, "No." He goes, "But we're going to keep it business. People take advantage." So it was shown to me that someone else in my life also tried to help somebody else, and this person was shown as a spiritual person, beautiful spiritual person, knew a lot about their life, knew a lot and about things in general. Everything was kind of clicking into place, and so they trusted that person, and that person took them for everything they had. And the person that came here took advantage of me, but I stopped it. I saw what was happening. So now the message was, this person, I saw this, I saw that, and this fit into place, and that fit into place, and the thing is, I knew about this person's life. He didn't know anything about mine. He kept saying to me, "Ask me anything you want to ask." So I would ask him something basic, and he says, "Well, I don't know about your personal life, but I can tell you what's coming." And I was like, "Why is it that I know all about your life, but you don't know anything about mine?" Because I was being shown you were coming. So it was a test for myself, and it was a test about standing my ground and establishing my authority and not feeling bad about it. Because I did feel bad. I felt bad for asking the person to go. And I was shown right away, no, Diablo, let the devil go, right? Let the devil go. So this message about trusting in your visions, yes, but you got to be careful about what you think that your visions mean for you. You're being shown that because your spirit was showing you this was coming. Also showing you that person could have been showing you a mirror of somebody else that was also in those particular places. Colorado, Big Bear, Texas. Pay attention. I am paying attention to everything that's going on. It doesn't necessarily mean that person was my soulmate, because they're not. So right now, yes, trust in your visions. They're coming from a magical place. There is magic in the world. But it's not to do with witchcraft. It's not to do with spellbinding. It's not to do with magic tricks. It's what the world would call magic, because it's magical. It's spiritual magic, right? Where you're able to understand and you're able to dream and see ahead of time, maybe a remote view, right? Maybe you just get an idea, this is going to happen. I know that I'm going to hear from this person. This is going to occur, and you're right. Your vision is coming into reality, basically what it is, and it's talking about your dream, and it's telling you that your dream is going to manifest into your life very, very soon. Maybe that's what I was seeing, a forerunner, right? The forerunner of my ET angel. I wanted a forerunner, but I got an ET angel. If you don't follow that message, you don't have to. That was a message for myself, and I just gave it to myself. Okay, so if you chose the card that looked like this on the surface, this is find the lesson, okay? Discover the purpose in a situation and trust that you are learning. So like I just said, what I just told you. What was the purpose to that? Why did that take place? Why was I told by Spirit to go to Wisconsin? Go to, that too, right? Why did I go to Wisconsin? Why was I there? Why did I establish this friendship with these people? That was where my soul family was going to be. It didn't mean that the person that I went there to see was the one I was supposed to be with. It was everything else. So why did I go to California, this trip? I was running on 2 hours sleep. My cat was really, really sick. She didn't eat the entire time I was there. I was traumatized. I had a total nervous breakdown. I saw my daughter and my grandson, which was awesome, but then she got all upset again about something, and she's not talking again. And I'm like, and I wasn't able to work the whole time I was there, 7 days without work at a time that I needed it. And of course, Spirit knows all of this. But why did I go there? I was supposed to be there to connect with Serenity and her family, absolutely for certain. But the main reason that I felt that and it may be shown that there's more later, that I was meant to go there was because I needed to get to the point where I asked for help. Because I don't ask for help. I just tough it out and I deal with it. So I was alone, right? And all of this was coming in on me, and I didn't know what to do. And I sent Serenity a message. I was like 2 hours down the road. It's the only place I could get Wi-Fi. And I just had a meltdown, and I just texted her and I said, I need to talk to you. And she says, I'll be there in 2 minutes. She's got 6 kids. I have 6 cats. She has 6 kids. She runs a beautiful farm. The farm is called Prosper Farms, and it's an Airbnb. Look it up. It's amazing, and they are amazing. They've got goats, horses, llamas, alpacas, chickens, geese. She has a unicorn. They're amazing. And so I was meant to meet her, but she came, and I ended up getting a call right then, so I couldn't talk to her. But come to find out, she's a nurse. She had information that I needed for Willow. I had no idea what to do, and I was so tired I couldn't think anymore. And I remembered before, get her chicken, get her fish, she'll eat that. My old landlord, when Willow wouldn't eat, she would eat chicken and she would eat fish. And she says, and I said, I should get her chicken, I should get her fish. She literally went to the store and got me chicken, got me fish. She did it all. She baked it for her. She brought it to, I'm getting emotional. She's an angel. She's an angel walking. Just like Cindy's an angel. There's so many of us here, you know? And it was for me to allow myself to be helped. Is to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. She had information that I didn't have. She had stuff for her horses, electrolytes that Willow needed. She had something else that gave them energy, and we gave her a little microdose, and I now put it in all of the animals' water. All of them, they all need it. I did Reiki for her. She did Reiki, and she saw something for Willow. She said her kidneys, and I said, yeah, that's what it is. My tire was low, and I asked her husband to pump up my tire, and they went to the feed store and bought me a tire, and then he pumped up my other one, he put it on for me, and when I got to my daughter's house, I had found that they had stashed a secret pump kit, a little fix-a-flat kit in my car. What else did you stash in there? She stashed something else in there too. That's where I was supposed to go, and my friend Tammy sent me a silver ring, and it's the tree of life. And I had it, and I needed a smaller one, and Tammy has one. Mine was too big, and it was supposed to be for Serenity. Serenity, their what is the word? Their emblem or their insignia or their sign, their symbol for their farms is the tree of life, and she has a magic tree on her property where she goes and she sits and she connects with spirit. And I was like, God, I hope this ring fits, hope this ring fits. And I said to Tammy, I need one to fit me. And when you look at the ring, the root, the trunk of the tree had 3 wrapped around it. Me, Tammy, and Cindy. Cindy needs one too. Me, Tammy, Cindy, and Serenity. They're showing me, see, I'm getting messages as I go. They're showing me my soul sisters, is what the connection, my soul sisters. Our real tribe changes, right? But so I gave it to her. And I'm sorry, I'm just being thrown because Cindy needs one too. I got that. Okay. So I was shown my soul family, another member of my soul family, and I was shown that this was what I needed to do was to ask for help and realize it's okay to ask for help. And other people have what I can't do for me, right? And I have what maybe they can't do. It's soul family. That's what it's about. So find the lesson. So in this message, you see, this is Alice. And she's in a room with a Cheshire cat. She's in the room with a bunch of people. And she says, somebody says, find the lesson in it. And she says, well, perhaps there isn't one. And the Duchess says, tut, tut, child, everything's got a moral, if only you can find it. My Auntie Elaine writes little stories with pictures and little morals, and she calls them storals. They're stories with a moral. So Alice is struggling to find any meaning in what is taking place in Wonderland, particularly when she is at the court of the Queen of Hearts. She's puzzled, confused, and feels very much like complaining. The truth is, there's a lot for you and Alice to complain about. People are not cooperating with each other. This is what was happening in my house, right? People are not cooperating with each other. There's a great deal of disorganization and chaos. People are quarreling and not getting along. The volatile nature of what is taking place can make you feel like there's no sense to any of this at all. But as the Duchess points out, everything has a moral, or rather, everything has a lesson within it. And this is a struggle for you right now. I will tell you, I got this after that person was removed. Rather than forcing yourself to find the lesson, the better approach is to trust there is a lesson. Remember, I blocked somebody from my page, right? Trust that you are learning and that this experience will come to be valuable in time. It is a very strange and trying place you find yourself in, so be patient with yourself. Understand that it's natural to feel frustrated, impatient, and confused, but trust. Trust there is a reason for this. And in time, you will come to know the purpose of this bizarre, topsy-turvy, and very trying time. So it was a very trying time in California. And when I got back, I got bombarded with this person that I was supposed to help, and it ended up being a disaster. And then I've got this other that keeps coming back, and I keep blocking, right? So this is all upside down. So what's going on is upheaval. Upheaval, quarrelsome people, right? Disputes, antagonism, confusion, uncertainty about the purpose or the situation. Why is this happening? Why am I going through this? What is the purpose for all of this? Feeling frustrated, wanting to complain. I'm actually feeling great right now. I realized there was a lesson in all of it, and I was great. But I did complain when I was in at Serenity's farm, at Prosper Farms. I said, why the hell is this happening? I got angry, remember? I shared it with you guys. I saw the falcons. They were all around me. The falcons keep coming to me. The falcons mean ultimate victory, but there's a lot of other things. It's about strategizing. It's about figuring things out. It's about scouting things out. The falcon showed up yesterday, a real falcon. After when Bea and I were walking in the mountains, I kept seeing falcons in the rocks. And then the falcon was right in front of me. Falcon, falcon, falcon message. It'll go with this. So right now, you want to complain? Let it go. Let it go to the universe. I did. I was sad. I was mad, Spirit. Okay, fine. Show me. Then show me. And then they did, right? Ask the universe for clarity and trust that the time will bring an understanding of the lessons, even if it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable adventure. It doesn't always feel good, right? So if you got this in reverse, and I don't remember which way, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to give you both messages because one of them apply to you or someone in your life. It amplifies the confusion you're feeling, a challenging time that feels perhaps very unfair to you, right? Why is this happening to me? There's a reason. It may be too hard to even begin to contemplate that there could be a higher purpose to this search and right to this surface right now. The Majestic Maid is going by right now. The Majestic Maid. So Spirit is cleaning house. Spirit is cleaning away what doesn't work for you. They're showing you there's this. Yes, this just because this one is on their spiritual path doesn't mean it's your spiritual path. Spirit is cleaning house. I got the garbage took itself out. Right? Sometimes you got to go place it out on the curb. So just because I'm a spiritual person, you're a spiritual person, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is the same path or this is the same tribe, okay? So give yourself a little bit of space and be patient with yourself. Don't struggle to find the reason. Just find a way to make it through what's happening. I'm good with that. So how I do that is I go out in nature and I go hiking and I clear my energy and I have a good time. What are you chewing on? What are you chewing to bits? You broke it off and you chewed it up? She broke out of her harness and she's chewing it. Did you chew it up? You did. Your brand new harness. Your brand new harness. Okay. Come on. Come on. Check this out. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come over here. Turn around. And show everybody your beautiful pink sweater. See her sweater? And her brand new harness that she just got. She got tangled up underneath the trailer and she pulled herself out of it and she started chewing it to shreds. So come in the house. Go lay down. Go lay down. No, you're not going to chew that up. That's it. There you go. That's the end of that. Okay. So Bea's not going to be kept tied down. She's not going to be kept. She's going to chew her way out. If she has to get out of there, she's going to get out. Bea represents my best friend, who's not going to be kept tied down. She also represents me. I'm not going to be kept tied down either. So chew your way out of it if you have to. All right. Last message. It's getting kind of cold, and I'm super glad that I have this. This is so neat. Did you see the designs on it? Hold on. Isn't that cool? So, there's a message in what I'm doing. I feel like I've got my wings out, my protective wings. I'm wrapped in Archangel Michael's color. Blue, the truth, communication. Orange, sacral chakra, seat of sexual energy and creativity. I've got feathers from my great-grandmother, from my Hopi tribe. Oh, this is inside out. Oh, okay. This is awesome. Who are you? Who was our avian messenger today? Who's over there? Hello. A red finch. Oh, and they don't have very much feed. I've got food coming. I've got some food in the house. I'll bring it out. Finch says there's about to be a great deal of sudden activity. The very happy, joyful ones, right? Okay, so the last message, or did we do them all? No, the guardians. Fly high, says the guardian, and she sits on top of her dragon. The guardians fly high. I love this picture. It's absolutely beautiful. I am a dragon. I'm an Aries dragon. My grandmother was a dragon. My grandmother that guides me. No, she wasn't a dragon. She's a horse. I was a dragon. My mother was a dragon. My mother in spirit. She was a metal dragon, and I am a wood dragon. The metal dragons are the toughies, my mother, and I am the gentle dragon. I'm like Puff the Magic Dragon. That's the wood dragon. Our bark is bigger than our bite. Okay, so the guardians. For wonderful outcomes, all decisions must be made in the spirit of trust and adventure, the very spirit that you have displayed in asking us to assist you. In order for you to understand which direction you must now travel in, you must gain a higher perspective. It does not mean to try and be better or in any way higher than anyone else. Remember, just because we're all spiritual doesn't mean we're on the same path. We're on different teams. We're all here for our own purpose. And I said to that person, blessings on your journey. Be on your way, right? And he said, God bless you. Thank you. I'll take that. You go your way, I go mine. Because we're not aligned. And that's the message. You go your way, I go mine. We are not in alignment. We are not aligned. Okay. So in order for you to understand the direction you must now travel in, you must gain a higher perspective. All right. You don't want to be better than anyone else, but to fly as an eagle or one of the Dragonfae would. Note, I just said I have my wings out, right? High above the situation, you can see its ramifications and its blessings, its wisdoms and knowledge spreading through you time and space. This way you will know which direction to take next. Ask the Dragonfae to send you visions and messages from a higher perspective so we can assist you to make the decision, always understanding that while you may see much from this perspective, you will never know all. Have you ever done a dragon meditation? They're amazing. We all have dragons. Dragons are just a spirit creature. There's angels, there are fairies, there are dragons, there are the elementals. That's why Spirit said, make an offering to the fairies, to me. And I did. This is my fairy kingdom. Oops, let me show you something. Hold on. This is my fairy kingdom that Spirit asked me to make an offering. I didn't know if I was supposed to take a crystal and put it in the water. I didn't know what to do. So I went to the Goodwill, which is where they always send me, and I found these little cottages and these castles. I collected these when I was a young girl, and I could not afford anything. Like, I had maybe one of those, and they're about $250 for these little ones. These ones are like $500-600. It's ridiculous. I've got several of the castles. I bought all of them for $75. This is the ones in the mountain, right? That's in the river. Here's down by the river. Here's up in the meadows. I've got them all. So I came out here and and it took me a few days to figure out how I was supposed to do it. And I placed them all in here, and this is the little river running through it. That's actually a water wheel, but it's too cold right now. And then I put a little box down right here. I needed something to sit on that I could sit low and do my readings. So I found this box. And it's literally, it was an old sewing table here and here, right? Oh, it's still got the price on it. And then you would put all of the stuff inside, right? And I thought, that's the perfect little bench. It's got teddy bears. Teddy Bear's Picnic, it makes me think of. But I wanted a cushion to be put on it. And I found this there as well. And this is Lord Ganesh, the obstacle remover. So that went right here. And I have sat here and I've connected with my fairies and I've done readings. And as I was here, a giant snake came through here and went straight underneath the house. It was a yellow snake. I think it's a corn snake. It wasn't deadly, but it's beautiful and it lives underneath my house. And snake was snake medicine, and it talked about transformation, healing, and transmutation. Hold on, I gotta wrap myself up. I'm cold. I love this blanket, Cindy. I can't even believe this thing is so freaking cool. Okay, so you can do a dragon meditation. And you call on your dragon and you ask it, I think it's starting to snow. You call on your dragon and you ask your dragon whatever you need to ask. Ask it what its name is. It won't tell you its real name, but you can call it by something. You'll never know its real name. I've seen my dragon, and my dragon has wings. She flies, and I am a dragon. So it's probably my highest self that I saw, right? So at this time, this is her with her dragon. So these beings, they're here to help assist you. And they'll send you the visions that you need to get. They'll send you the directions that you need to take next. And maybe you won't understand why, or you won't understand what's going on necessarily at that time, okay? But they'll fly with you to the crossroads, and they'll see the choices, and you will see the choices that are in front of you, and there will be a lot. There'll be a lot of options that you can choose from. These beings are your magical helpers. They're able to lift you up in order to assist you in seeing. If you feel you cannot see, they will describe to you the choices before you, but they will also help you to understand that this is the time that you are indeed at a crossroads. You could go in either direction, and that you're under their care. They are your kin. So if somebody's your kin, that's your family. They're there to take care of you, right? They'll ask you, no, hold on. They're your kin. They will walk or they will fly the road with you until you're ready to take the steps yourself. Be unafraid of the decisions that you now need to make, of the move that might be necessary. And I keep getting from Spirit that as well. There's a move. Don't be afraid of this. There's a decision in order to take the right course of action for yourself. They'll send you messengers as well. I'm looking at my little messengers. They're looking for food. My little messengers need food. I need to help them. So I'll come out in a minute and feed them. I'm getting downloaded right now, so I'm just bear with me while it happens. Spirit's here right now. So there's a move that may have to take place, okay? And they'll be with you when you make this decision. You're supposed to let go of the fear and whatever it is that is going to be entailed in this move that needs to take place. Your haven is within your heart. Your sanctuary is within your soul. Now remember, I call this the safe haven for the crystal cats. I wanted a home base, and this is my haven. I watched in a dream last night that they showed it to me as President Trump. I wasn't with President Trump. I wasn't aligned with that, but then I saw things that I agreed with, and then there was a takeover, and then things changed radically, and somebody was in a room, and they were asked to leave because of it, and they went and discussed it and found out that there was a misunderstanding, and they were going to try and arrange things again. So this person, and it was me, that it was coming from me that I was watching. I thought, okay, the misunderstanding's been taken care of, and I'll just go back to my room. And I was talking to a friend, and so when I decided to go down and look at the room, and when I went down, there was a young boy that had moved his stuff in there, and his brother had moved in next door, and I was looking around going, what? And I went back to tell my friend, I said, they've moved in, and then there was the mother. She was there, and she was like, okay, can you move this out of our way, because we got to go. And she was leaving with these two kids, and I said, were you told to take that room? And she said, no, we just wanted to get ourselves settled. So, they just took it. And I'm like, what is happening? My room is gone. And I know that there were other rooms. They were higher rooms, up higher. This was just a small room, and it was on the ground floor. I liked it being on the ground floor, and I felt comfortable in it. I was safe there. It was like my safe haven. I felt safe there. So this could be in a job. This could be in a group of people. This could be a place where you're actually living. This could be a town. I'm getting prickles on that. So that you felt safe there. And it was on the ground floor. It was easy for you. You could just walk in and walk out. You didn't want to have to go up higher. I thought, I have a dog. That's not convenient for me to have to go all the way up and down every time the dog wants to go out. And then I thought about the meme that they've shown me of Jesus holding a teddy bear behind his back, a huge teddy bear. And the little girl's holding on to a little teddy bear. And he says, give it to me, please. Trust me. And she says, no, Lord, I love him. And he says, trust me, please. And she didn't realize that he had a bigger bear, a better bear behind her. And I've given this example before, and someone has said, I don't like that. That makes me mad. She loved that bear. Why should she have to give it up? And I said, it's just a symbolic message. But in all truth and reality, maybe that little bear grew up. And you were asking for that bear. I love that bear. I want that bear. But who was coming back to you? Oh, and there you are, right there. Is that bear all grown up? Because who just showed up for me right now is the spotted towhee. Oh, and there's a cardinal at the feeder. Look, see the female cardinal? She's at the feeder. And right there, hiding in the tree, is the spotted towhee. That is a freaking mirror of my twin. They're all here, and they don't have enough food. So there's a message in that too. Everybody's needing, look at them. Look at a great deal of sudden activity. I told you guys that. I should just hold the camera here. They're everywhere. They're all around. They're at the bird feeder there. They're at the bird feeder there. They're up in the tree here. There's victory sparrows. There's red finches. There's a cardinal. There's a spotted towhee. There's a male cardinal over behind there. The only one who hasn't shown up in the front yard today is the California scrub, and he was in the backyard. So the weather's cold. They need the food. It's hard for them, right? I give them the food. They're my messengers. They come and they bring us messages. Great deal of sudden activity, right? Everything's happening all at once. So with this message, your sanctuary. This is my sanctuary, but it's also their sanctuary, right? It's a sanctuary for my cats. But in truth, the sanctuary is anywhere we go. That's where our heart is. That's what Spirit's telling you. So your haven is there. So be ready to become a being who will travel, who will explore, who will head out, who's about to embark upon an adventure, possibly to an unknown land, somewhere that you haven't been yet. So travel, change of address or circumstance. Be prepared to carry what you feel is yours into the new place that is calling you in the world. I heard the other day, it's time to travel light. It's time to travel light. It's a new time, a shedding of your sacred place skin, a return to an ancient home. Maybe you grew up here. My twin grew up in the Navajo Reservation in Page, Arizona. He went to California, to the coast, right? Maybe it's to go back to somewhere. It's a calling to your future self, an answer from your future self, help from powerful companions. When it comes to relocating, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to re-establishing or establishing new friendships in new places. Astral traveling to lands that are known as fantasy realms. I've done that. I travel forward and I travel backwards in time, and I travel to other galaxies. These are, in fact, dimensional realities that you have access to now. You're able to do this as the traveler. I changed my name a while back, and I posted it yesterday. I can't change it on YouTube for some reason. I'll see if my friend can help me do it. But Spirit changed my name. It was the Angel's Whisper that Archangel Metatron gave me. And then I was told to call Sherry Columbus Angel's Whisper, the Intuitive Traveler. The Intuitive Traveler. I do the best when I'm outside. That's why they told me to come out here, right? We're connecting all over the place. They're everywhere around us. You might not be able to see them. You might be able to hear them, though. They're all talking right now. Spirit just said there's about to be a great deal of sudden activity. I'm going to bring it very soon. I got a big bag. A big bag. So this is about making plans to move forward, packing up and letting go of the old, reducing the amount of material possessions that you might have. I've been getting from Spirit, oh no, they're all fighting at the bird feeder. You know, become the wanderer, become the traveler. Maybe a time of exile where you don't know where you're going, unsure of where your home lies. Know that this is the time of the being who migrates and takes flight and who has many lives and homes in this one span of time where you are in your present earth body, by the way, which is a sacred tool. Use it to fly above what you can see from the ground and gain a higher viewpoint. Think of the Dragonfae flying high above, and you will fly further than you have dreamed of. Consider the element of air more often. I kept getting Gemini. I am an Aries with a Pisces moon and a Gemini rising. That's the air sign, but I kept getting air element, the air element, the air element. Air element is thought and intellect, right? I have to go in right now because I think it's going to snow, and I want to bring out the bird seed and fill up their feeder. Do know that right now when the animals are cold and they look all cute, all fluffed up, they're fluffing up because they're trying to stay warm, and they don't have the food. The berries are frozen, the water is frozen. If you can put out a water bowl and crack it when the ice seals over so that they can get to it. But the food especially, food is scarce right now. So when I'm talking, I know that I'm talking spiritual. I'm talking where the water is frozen over, break that ice. So it's break through that ice and chew your way. Bea's not going to be kept down. She's going to chew her way out of it, right? No one's going to hold you in a trap, no matter how secure that trap is. So you might feel that you're in a trap. Caught in a trap, I can't get out. Yes, you can. She got out just like that. She got out. So feeding, the travelers, there's a lot of us travelers, and Spirit has had me as a satellite. They take me and they put me in different places. They move me around, and I stay in that area, and I establish connections in that area, and then I send it out, right? So this is what's going on right now in our lives, in many of our lives, as people are awakening. But somebody's moving, somebody's traveling. I said that this needs to get fixed so that like I've got all the components to get the electrical going in it. That's really all that's needed at this time. I've got a converter, I've got the fuse box, the fuse panel, the fuses. I got everything that I needed. I've got the wires. I just don't know how to do it. Somebody else has to do that for me. That's what that guy was gonna do, and he jet. But I said I wanted to have something a little bit bigger that is mobile so that the animals could go. So I was moving up in another level in my head, like an older motorhome or a schoolie bus or something, so that I could travel. The bells are loud, right? It's like the messages are loud. So pay attention. The butterflies are all caught up in a knot. So transformation, so the transformation is difficult right now for some. Give yourself a little time to unwind. I'm gonna leave it at that. This is kind of frenetic, but it was kind of cool. So thank you for being with me out here. Again, I thank my girlfriend Cindy for her beautiful, beautiful messages and beautiful gifts. They all bring a message. See these little beads? I say it like the Christmas lights. We are just one light, one bead in the circle of our soul family, of the United Collective. But there's love all around. So be willing to be open, be willing to ascend. And when things are cloudy and you don't know where you're at and you don't know what's going on, that's when you surrender. Just let it be. Call on your Dragonfae. Go into it. I'm gonna do a dragon meditation. And I'm gonna ask, what is it that you need for me to do? I always ask that. I need this. What is it that you need for me to do? Oh, by the way, my cat Willow, who has not been eating and the doctor said was dying, Spirit said to me, there will be a miraculous recovery. And I remembered, and so I did a reading for her, and she said a variety. I want a variety. So I thought, I went to the store and I got every single different can of the wet cat food that she likes, but all the different flavors. And I'm giving her one little bit of each can every day. She needs a change. She needs a variety. She can't have it be all the same. And she's eating. She's washing herself. She's eating. Miraculous recovery. That's what I needed. I needed help. And now I say to them, what is it that you need from me? And so they'll show me. I love you guys. If I could help you with a private reading or anything to do with dream analysis or crystal clusters or anything else that you might see on my website is www.theangelswhisper.com, and the email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com, and I would be honored. I love you. Take care.